Senator Enrile, yes, with the indulgence of Senator King.
You know, precisely, I requested this hearing to show to the nation the kind of organization now that we have. My goodness, General Pangilinan, in a running battle, is that the way you are going to handle a critical situation? If this is war, my God, the country will be in a terrible peril if you are the commander. A commander is supposed to know his area of operation like knowing the palm of his hand. And you have to innovate. You have to be flexible, not doctrinal. My God. Go ahead.
Sir, may I respond? Kaya nga po nagkaroon tayo ng reinforcing troops. Yun po ang binigay natin. Yun po yung sinasabi ko, if we are talking about innovation, yun po ang ginawa natin because yun po ang nakikita nating response na kaya nating ibigay. Ngayon po, sabi ko nga, kung nagkaroon ng magandang koordinasyon at magandang pagpaplano, ang inyo pong armed forces could have given more. Kasi po, yung during that day, meron na rin pong operations na ginakandak ang 6ID. Kaya nga po yung ipadala nating tulong sa kanila, yun ang available, Your Honors.
Just a minute. It's better that this is a wake-up call for the country. That shows that there is no leader handling the entire system in a critical moment. Nagtuturuan kayo eh. Sasalakayin tayo ng China at ganyan ang gagawin ninyo. Maleleche ang buong Pilipinas. Hindi lang kayo. My God.
On that note, Senator Enrile, if I may, this is my final question, and I'd like to address this to General Iriberri and General Marquez, Chief Marquez. It's been 1 year since Mama Sapano, and I agree with Senator Honasan. No? I think we were unduly exposed. I still can't believe that we were coordinating with each other through text messages, that the coordination was so loose, expectations were not met, and now we're still here talking about it, no? And many of our comrades have already passed away. Hopefully, if there is a silver lining to this hearing, maybe we can appease our people by telling them what we have learned so far, no? General Marquez, kayo ho, bago kayo, hindi ho kayo kasama. Both of you were not part of this last year. What changes are we doing? Can we expect changes to happen, reforms to happen, so that this won't happen again? General Marquez, then I'll ask General Iriberri to answer.
Madam Chair, Your Honor, since 2010, we have put up institutional mechanism for coordination. We call it Joint Peace and Security Coordinating Center. It requires commander on the ground to convene several cells in operations, intelligence, police community relations, and they are supposed to meet every month, Your Honor. So had our people on the ground complied with these requirements, then we could have prevented this unfortunate
General,
incident.
let me be more pointed, no? What are you doing to make sure na hindi na ito mauulit-ulit?
Sir, Madam, Your Honors, just I think that's about August of last year, we renewed our commitment to this. We signed a new joint letter directive to enhance our coordination, Your Honor.
Okay. General.
If I may add, Your Honors, to the statement of the Chief PNP, what was signed was the revised joint implementing rules and regulations to EO 546. The EO 546 was about directing the PNP to undertake active support to AFP in internal security operations and suppression of insurgency and threats to national security. And one of the key provision here was that it's very clear now that once the PNP operates as a single force it must coordinate with the nearest tactical unit of the armed forces of the Philippines. And with regards to the question on what are the actions that we can undertake, based on this, even with this RJIR, any commander, for that matter, regardless if you are the tactical, operational, or the strategic commander, will only be as good, his actions will only be as good as the information that he gets.
General, with the permission of the body, that is all right kung hindi makikialam yung presidente. Nakialam dito eh. Ikaw ba gagalaw kung walang order sa'yo pag yung presidente mo ay siya ang nagko-command? Tanong ko sa inyo lahat, kung kinompartment ng presidente yung project, makikialam ba kayo kung wala siyang order? Answer. All of you.
Mr. President, Mr. Chairman, just for the record, there is nothing in the testimony so far that the President made pakialam in the manner that it is being presented. Because from the very start, General Peña said, plano ko ito, ako ang nag-approve, ako ang nag-execute.
Your Honor, if I may,
General Dirbe.
that's why I requested earlier that we be allowed to present our briefing, because these issues will be addressed and we can present the root of the problem that led to the debacle suffered by
How long is the briefing?
About 20 to 22 minutes, Your Honor.
We'll have to ask our colleagues and the chair when she returns. So
And-
maybe I'm in favor, but we'll have to consult because there are some who've been waiting since this morning. General, pasensya na po.
And,
Uh,
and if I may
yeah.
also include information that will be showing video and photos never seen in public pertaining to this operation.
We'll convey to the chairperson when she returns. The next to ask is Senator Escudero, but Senator Binay has initially waived her time, but asked for 2 questions.
Thank you.
So
Madam
if
Chair.
it's all right with Senator Escudero. Okay,
Just
Senator
very
Binay.
a short question. General Purisima, alam nyo, hindi ho ganun kadali makakuha ng appointment sa ating presidente. Tama po ba?
I am not the appointment secretary.
No,
Your Honor.
well, okay, fine. But you were able to get 2 appointments. Am I correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Who asked for that appointment?
If you will remember in the text message, Your Honor, that I asked the appointment if the President is available.
So you texted the president?
Yes, Your Honor.
So ano yung text niyo sa kanya? Can I see you? Mga ganon? Or
It was read earlier, Your Honor, on the January 8 text message.
so what was the text? Can you please repeat it?
I do not have the record anymore, Your Honor, but I was asking if if he was available for briefing, Your Honor.
Did he ask? And then ano yung sagot sa inyo ni Presidente? Okay? Or did he ask you tungkol saan yung i-brief mo sa
After his
akin?
trip in, I'm not, Romblon, Your Honor.
How come you did not go through the normal process of getting through did you ask the appointment secretary for that appointment?
No, Your Honor.
So you have a direct,
Yes,
you
Your
can
Honor.
you can schedule an appointment with the President directly. Tama po ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
And then, did you inform the President that you will be bringing General Napeñas?
He knows about it, Your Honor.
And in-inform niyo din siya na you will be talking about the Oplan Exodus.
I assume he knows already, Your Honor.
So, bakit niyo ho naisipan na i-inform pa yung President kasi kanina pa ulit-ulit yung sinasabi na si General Napeñas lang naman yung nagplano, si General Napeñas lang naman yung mag-e-execute. So, why bother the President with the Oplan Exodus?
Ito po yung Honor, yung isa pong bagay para sa mga commanders. You keep the commander informed. Yun po yung isang bagay na sinusunod po ng lahat. Ibig sabihin, alam dapat ng Pangulo kung ano ang nangyayari, particularly in this operation wherein there are high-value targets involved.
Hindi nga. Why do you need to inform the President? What for? Kung hindi rin naman, di ba parang sinasabi nyo, hindi niya pwedeng baguhin yung plano, hindi niya pwedeng, kasi you're just informing him. So parang technically, he has no power over yung Oplan Exodus. So, di ba, parang, bakit di pa siya sasabihan kung if it's just a matter of information?
So,
And why bring General Napeñas? Why go into the details when it's all, kumbaga nasa control lahat ni General Napeñas yung execution and planning of the operation. So why do you need to include the President kung wala rin naman palang siyang magiging input dun sa operasyon na yon?
Your Honor, kaya po dinala si General Peñas kasi siya po yung nakakaalam dun sa operation. Sila po yung nagplano.
Did the President request that you bring General Napeñas?
Para po pagka nagtanong po siya, meron po ang may sasagot na directly.
Pero did the President request that you bring General
I'm not
Napeñas?
sure already kung ano nag-transpire, Your Honor. But kaya nga po dinala siya doon dahilan po sa siya ang nakakaalam ng operation.
So,
hindi ko po ako kasama sa pagplano, Your Honor.
So, sinong may call ho to bring General Napeñas to that meeting?
The
Was it your
Chief
call or was it
Executive-
the call of the President?
Your Honor, ang powers po ng Chief Executive, pwede po niyang tawagin kahit sino.
Madam Chair, with due respect to the lady, somebody is lying here in front of us, and it's an insult to this institution. You said, when I ask you, you're denying the participation of the President. Why did you ask for his confirmation and approval? You are under oath.
Your Honor, when I texted the President regarding the January 13 text message, he said his reply was okay.
If he is not involved, he has no role except to just listen and say nothing. Why did you ask for his confirmation, consideration, and approval?
Your Honor, for his information that the operation will be launched somewhere during those times, Your Honor.
Very clear.
Your Honor, if you will not be informed, para bang ang gagawin mo, Your Honor, ikaw yung pinaka-commander, hindi nyo man lang sinabi sa akin na lumakad na kayo.
Sabi, I will read again
Yes, Your Honor.
text to him. In consideration of the comments of the President during our meeting, the number of persons to be deployed in the operation, recommend. You are making a recommendation to him, that we follow, kayo ni Presidente at ikaw, we follow the secondary date as additional persons to be used are deployed in Tacloban for the Pope's visit. Yung secondary date came from Napeñas. Yung secondary date was given by the commander on the ground. And you are telling the President, we follow the secondary date. And then you said, also, the primary date is too tight while we have a longer window on the secondary date for your consideration and approval. Unless you are stupid, those are very clear. And the President snappily said, okay. What is the meaning of that?
Yes, Your Honor, those were my text messages. But remember, Your Honor, those text messages came from Police Director Napeñas. It was given to me, and I forwarded it to the President, Your Honor.
President, kung sa'yo nag-text.
For his information, Your Honor.
Come on.
Senator Nancy, please.
Just one. Di ba during this time that you were getting an appointment with the President, you were already suspended?
Yes, Your Honor.
So under what authority ho kayo nakakakuha ng appointment sa Presidente?
Your Honor, sa mga kakilala po ng ating Pangulo, they can get they can see the President kung available po siya.
So parang you were there as a friend or...
I was there as one of his, yung kinukonsulta po tungkol po sa operation po dito, Your Honor.
So the President consulted you for this operation, even if you were already suspended?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Senator Escudero.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Just to fill up some gaps in a brief manifestation, I'd rather give my time to the presentation of the AFP later on. I'll consume about 3 minutes, Madam Chair. General Purisima, sabi nyo, 5 o'clock yun na nabanggit kay Pangulo Aquino na may casualties. Sabi nyo, base sa text ninyo, May kilala po ba kayong iba pang kinakausap ni Pangulo Aquino kaugnay sa operation ito na nagbi-brief sa kanya?
Your Honor, it's only a presumption. I assume na since the AFP Chief of Staff and the OIC PNP has already knowledge of the operation, ang assumption ko po, Your Honor, ay nagbibigay na rin po sila ng information sa ating Pangulo, Your Honor.
May I ask General Espina, sir?
No, sir. I do not go straight to the President. I always course it, if ever, through the Secretary of Interior and Local Government.
Kailan po nyo nalaman, General Espina, sir, na inuupakan na yung 55th SAC at marami ng casualty? At what time, sir?
It was, yun po sanang gusto kong iklaro kanina yung pinoint out ni Director na Peñas. Kasi I was really surprised. Sinabi niya 7 o'clock in the morning. When I, and I think all the rest, notice about yung heavy casualty, sir. Mga past 5 or past 6 na ng gabi, sir.
You were not aware of the heavy casualties being suffered by the 55th SAC in the morning?
No, sir. No, sir. Ang dumating sa amin is that they are having an encounter. Kaya nga, sir, ang immediate reaction ko, 5 minutes thereafter, nung hindi ko nakakausap, sir, nung hindi ko matawagan si General Katapang, dumiretso ko, sir, sa ComWest Mincom.
So, ang alam niyo lang po, may bakbakan?
Yes, sir. Yun lang ho. Kaya I was desperately trying and exhausting all means. Kasi nga ho, wala akong alam talaga dito sa operation. Ano ba nangyayari? What was happening? Ano ba ang disposition? Ano ba ang deployment nito? And nobody could give me an answer the whole morning until the afternoon. I called up General Napeñas. He was not answering, although he was texting me. And I forwarded them to General Guerrero. I called up General Guerrero. He positively replied. Tapos, sir, tinawagan ko pa yung officer in charge ng ProArm, si Armilia, who postponed his trip to Manila for an official business because he heard also, he was the OIC Regional Director, sir, that there was something going on and he couldn't give me the details. Kaya nga ako nagtataka, ba't sinabi rin kanina ni General Napeñas na Maguindanao PPO was ready to go on action with them.
Sir, thank you, sir. I won't belabor the point.
Thank
General
you, sir.
Napeñas, narinig ko kayo kanina na sinabi nyo, General Napeñas, sir. Narinig ko kayo kanina sinabi nyo, may tinext kayo, may tinawagan kayong sinabihan po ninyo na inuupakan na at baka maubos yung tropa. Sino po yung kateksto kausap nyo kanina na binabanggit?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Just who, sir?
Police Director General Purisima, Police Director General Espina, Major General Pangilinan. That was about 1:04 at noon. And if I may read...
Yun na po yung pinakamaagang text nyo na inuupakan at binabakbakan at nauubos na yung 55th?
No, sir, Your Honor.
Yung una po?
7:55 in the morning, yun yung sinabi ko, sir, na meron mga casualties sila. But the first request ng artillery support was about 7:53.
Sir, just answer the question, sir. Kailan nyo sinabi na nauubos o baka maubos na yung tropa?
7:55, sir, may mga casualties na sila. Yung mauubos na yung tropa, that's about 1 o'clock, 1:04, Your Honor.
By 1 o'clock, sir, ubos na yung tropa?
No, Your Honor. It's about 1:30 in the afternoon.
So you're talking of a 30-minute window from the time you supposedly informed everyone else nung urgency talaga nung nangyayari doon. General Katapang, sir, when did you know?
I think it's about 6 o'clock in the evening when we came. The president came back from his inspection in Zamboanga City, and he was informed about these casualties.
No, you, sir. When did you know?
I knew it at the same time because it was already General Guerrero who was informing me of what's happening, but he joined the president going around Zamboanga City. And so when they came back, the president asked for further information about this.
General Peñas, aside from General Purisima and the team, who else knew about the operation? And the President, of course.
Your Honor, it's SAF and General Purisima and the President, sir.
Wala na po iba?
Wala na po, Your Honor, itong Exodus.
Paano po yung mga Amerikano? Hindi po ba nakaabang yung mga Amerikano para dun sa daliri ni Marwan? Hindi po ba nauna pang nakarating yung Amerikano sa site para kunin yung bangkay nung SAF natin at sino pang ibang tao doon? Hindi po ba alam din ng Amerikano yung operation niyo?
Alam po nila, Your Honor, sinagot ko na kanina na tumulong po sila doon sa intelligence, doon sa training, yung pag-develop ng intelligence po nito. But yung sagot ko po, Your Honor, is I'm referring to the Philippine side. Hindi po maliwanag yung tanong nyo kung kasama ba yung other countries.
Sinong Amerikano ang pinag-uusapan natin?
Yung
Pag
members,
sinabi nating Amerikano, sino po yun?
yung members po ng Joint Task Force ng United States doon sa Zamboanga po, Your Honor.
Headed by?
At that time, Colonel Eric Brown, Your Honor.
So he also knew of the operation?
Yes, Your Honor. Alam niya.
So alam nung Amerikano pero walang nakakaalam na miyembro ng Armed Forces? Pero alam po ng Joint Task Force ng mga Amerikano yung operation? Is that the situation, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
As I said, Madam Chair, just want to fill in some gaps. I'd just like to make of record an observation. Mula noong una tayo nag-hearing hanggang ngayon, nagtuturuan pa rin yung mga opisyal natin. Mahalaga at may pananalig ako sa command responsibility. Tila puro may command lahat ng taong kaharap natin, pero walang umaako ng responsibilidad. Ang pinakainahanap lang siguro ng ating mga kababayan mula sa inyo, may umamin man lang na may pagkukulang kayo. Dahil maliwanag may 44 na namatay, oo nga't hindi kayo ang pumatay. Pero maliwanag na may pagkukulang na naganap at nangyari sa panig o parte ng ilan o ng lahat. At siguro, yung pagkakataong yon, baka palipasin nyo na naman kung wala man lang magsasabi ta amin na oo nga, nagkulang ako at mas may nagawa pa siguro ako kung ganito at ganyan. Sana po, bago matapos ang pagdinig, magamit yung pagkakataon nito para masabi at maamin yan para gumagaang na rin ang inyong kalooban. Thank you, Madam Chair. And again, I'd like to donate my time for the AFP to make their presentation as the case may be. Thank you, Madam Chair.
The next actually Senator Ralph Recto, but if your questioning is in line with already the questions that were started by Senator Escudero, would you like to go ahead with your questions or should we have the presentation?
Madam Chair, I leave it to the body, pero siguro yung tatanungin ko, maikli lang.
Okay. Please go ahead, Senator.
Madam Chair, with all due
General
respect,
Espina.
sir, just to, gusto ko lang ho sana maklarify yung pinakahuling punto, yung heavy casualty, because malaki hong bagay ito eh. In a report by the Board of Inquiry, I vividly remember during that time, 1:30 p.m., na kasi buong umaga eh, parang ordinary encounter, etc. Pero kahit ordinary encounter ito, sir, I instinctively called up Guerrero. Tulungan mo mga bata kung walang etc. Pero sir, yung pong aking punto, in page 25, yung independent BOI namin, sir, if I may quote, OICP and PSP na was kept off the loop. Report po ito ng BOI, received information about the escalating number of casualties on the ground around 1:30 p.m. He clarified this with Napeñas. Relayed to Rusty, meaning, I relayed it to Guerrero, bakit may balitang 11 na ang patay sa SAF? Almost instantly, Napeñas replied, Sir, di confirmed yan. Ang report, tao nila ang wounded, meron, pero wala pa patay, sir. It's very clear, sir, 1:30 p.m. Wala pang nagkakabalitaan ng ganung heavy casualty, sir. And it's in the investigation record, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Madam Chair, can I just ask General Napeñas to confirm that?
Senator Bam,
Is that, do you concur with that statement of General Espina, General Napeñas, na sabi mo, hindi pa confirmed na may namatay at 1:30 p.m.?
Yes, Your Honor. Because we've been constantly talking with in the radio doon kay Senior Inspector Irania. Hindi rin niya masabi sa amin kung ilan ang patay, pero sabi niya lang siya, maraming casualties at napin down kami. Yun nga po sir, yung 7:55 in the morning, napin down sila at marami casualties. Because during the firefight, hindi rin niya ma-check yung tao niya kung casualty lang ba o patay na. Even si Chris Lalan, yung lone survivor na pahiwalay, hindi niya alam kung patay na yung mga kasama niya o hindi. Because you cannot check during the firefight kung buhay o patay yung kasama mo, nagagapangin mo o puntahan mo. But then, the text message very clear na marami mga casualties na sila at napin down sila, Your Honor.